Hi there, Prue Planner Hassett here, leading intuitive business strategist and women's transformation catalyst. I help women to package their brilliance and really delve deep into their soul essence and what it is that they're here to share with the world so that they can provide the greatest transformation to their clients from the deepest place of wholeness within them. And I teach these clients to sell high end so that they get to do their business in a way that really honors their feminine values, that doesn't have them working 24/7, that really allows them to live a beautiful life while being divinely compensated. And one of the beautiful things about doing business in this way is the freedom that it allows for us to be more present and more available in our community. So for me, one of the ways that I'm doing that this year is in offering free events for women in my local community. So yesterday I had the February event, and again it was divine. I had some feedback after the first event. I think I might have mentioned this in a video last week. I can't remember. That one woman, emailed me to say that her life had changed since that event, and there's something so incredibly powerful that happens when women gather with an intention to share from a place that is both vulnerable and authentic. And it is an incredible honor for me to sit and to share space, to hold space for these women, and to facilitate this as an event and as a process. So I'm sitting in a place of feeling deeply grateful today. And the theme that we were musing on yesterday, by the way, this is my new house. So we moved last week. We got notification on the Monday that we'd been approved, and then we signed the lease and got the keys Wednesday morning. And I had my divine mum and sister come and help me move all day Wednesday, and then mum came back to help me move all day Thursday. And so this is the new place. So it's kind of like living in a treehouse or something. I mean, we haven't been here that long, but it's just beautiful looking out the windows. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job of a tour. And we're still, have some things to unpack and prettify the space. But anyway, I'm enjoying what is here so far. And around the topic of rising rooted, so yesterday we were musing about, what is it that has us feel resilient to weather the storms in life? And what is it that has us feel grounded and connected? Because if you imagine yourself as a tree. Hey Lauren, how you going? If you take a moment to imagine yourself as a tree, and what people can see is what's happening above the surface, and you're this beautiful woman above the surface, and what's happening below the surface is that no one gets to see, are the deep roots that are growing and growing, and that continue to fuel you and nourish you, because they are what soaks in the food and the water and the nourishment for you to be out in the world. So something that was a beautiful reflection from yesterday that was enjoyable was this recognition that while sometimes it can look like not that much is happening above the surface, or things may not be moving that far above the surface, often there can be a whole lot that's happening below the surface. You know, there can be a whole lot of growth that's happening below the surface that no one else can see, and sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for it either, because it is more of the subtle variety. And yeah, that was something really beautiful that came up yesterday. So Lauren, what did you say? I am fine, just practicing my speech on what I'm calling the keys to confidence. Oh my gosh, amazing. I'd love for you to do a live in the group and share it with us, Lauren, if you haven't already. If you want to practice. Recording myself without looking at what I wrote. Fantastic. Well, feel free to do a live in the group, and yeah, let us cheer you on. That sounds amazing. Good on you. I love that. So yeah, so this real recognition of all of the growth that's happening beneath the surface. And one of the interesting things that has happened as well is that when I trust my intuition a lot. Awesome, Lauren, awesome. Look forward to seeing it. I deeply trust my intuition. I've got a very strong connection to spirit. We all do. I can sense mine very strongly. I'm very aware of it. So what that means for me is that I have wisdom that kind of comes through to me, and it can come through just in words or, in themes or what have you. So when I was considering a couple of weeks ago what the theme might be for the February event that I held yesterday, the theme that came forward was Rising Rooted. And, there's a book called Women Who Rise Rooted, and it has been recommended to me by a number of different people, and for quite a while, for a couple of years. And I haven't read it yet, but I have started listening to it now on Audible since I set the theme. But one of the curious things that happens is, I set a theme trusting that even if I don't know exactly why I'm setting that theme at the time, that things will become clear in good time. And in between the space of setting that theme and then having the event yesterday, I had opportunities arise for me to look into my own rootedness and my own ability to be resilient in weathering storms, and my own experience of connection and things like that. Hey Michelle, how you going? So I literally uprooted and moved house last week. I had a very strong, I'd say, uprooting experience with my partner at the end of last week. So lots of opportunities arising for me to consider this theme. I did joke to one of the women yesterday, actually the beautiful woman who holds the space where the event was held, that next month I might choose a theme that's a little more lighthearted, a little more like, ooh, something kind of visionary and uplifting, shall we say, especially if it's going to be a bit of a container for what's happening in my life. Anyway, it's all good, and it's all, I value it all, and it's all a part of the learning journey for me and the growth, and I embrace it, and I'm deeply committed to my personal growth, and it's a container through which I live my life. And it's one of the things that has me feel incredibly resilient, because whatever comes up, I know is supporting me to learn and grow more. So I would love to hear from you. What has you feel really deeply connected, and what has you feel grounded, and what supports you to be resilient in this life and to weather those storms when they come along? Because let's face it, they come along for all of us. And the astrology lately has been pretty wacky the last week or so. So I'm sending lots of love to everyone, because a number of people that I've spoken to have been having, different experiences, and some really challenging experiences. So yeah, I'm sending you lots of love and letting you know that I think of you. And I just want to show you again one more time this beautiful backdrop. Isn't that divine? I'm just like, something else I want to share is, I don't know if you remember, but it wasn't that long ago, like a few weeks ago, I did a video on digital vision boards, and the vision board that I created had like 3 or 4 photos of tree houses. Tree houses! This is like 3 weeks ago, and then here we are living in somewhat of a treehouse. So that's pretty cool. It also had babies on it, so let's see what happens there. Yeah, so I'm sending you lots of love, and I really would love to hear more about, how you're managing your resilience and how you feel grounded and connected. And, I really hope that this space is one that supports you in that, and that you feel you can come to and be exactly who you are and exactly how you are, and be supported and loved and cherished and nurtured, because you are. And I'm so grateful for you to be here. So if anyone is looking for some really deep support, a really deep level of support in your business, and you're looking to finally take your soul essence and the sacred work that you do and really take it to the level where you are standing in your power, and you are the authority, and you are delivering incredible work, providing your clients with amazing transformation and being divinely compensated. If that's you, and if you're interested and you want that, then I invite you to book a call with me or one of my team. You can do that at ceopriestesschat.com, and together we will map out a divine strategy for you to give up the overworking and the undercharging, and to really deeply value your own sacred work and your worth and your voice and your message, because what you have to say matters. It's really important, and it's time. It's time. So, what did you say, Michelle? I was tested yesterday too, working with loving myself and not allowing others' stuff to darken my light. Boom. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's chat more about that tomorrow. Lauren said, my past is a black hole. Either I keep moving forward or I fade into oblivion. Wow. That's powerful. I feel like there's way more to that story than I can understand in one message. So sending you lots of love, Lauren and Michelle and everybody else who is watching this video. Lots of love, and yeah, let's be here for each other. This is all about community, and it's all about holding each other up. So lots of love. Mwah.